So I think plastic packaging has a bad reputation, primarily because it's the most visible packaging material. Pretty much over half of the market is in plastic packaging. If you walk down your normal supermarket aisle, everything practically is in plastic, from milk all the way through to even like beers and ciders in some places. So it's very visible, but that also means then when it's littered, it's even more visible. And when it becomes littered on beaches and into the ocean, then it's very, very visible, and it's something that people see a lot of. And they think packaging is the problem, but it's actually people and littering that's the problem, it's not the material. I think we can change public perception by getting them young, starting with the schools, primary school level, maybe 8, 9, 10-year age, and actually teach them the benefits of not just plastic, but all packaging materials, so that they know exactly what to believe and what not to believe. Because at the moment, you've got David Attenborough going out and saying plastics is bad for the planet, but that's just one side of the story. He hasn't looked at the other side of the story, which is how good plastic is for the planet. Definitely needs to be driven by collaborative government. At the moment, the problem is every local authority has their own system in place for collecting packaging waste. Some take some materials, others take all materials, some take them mixed, some take them source segregated. They really need to be segregated at source, so that the people who buy the waste material, they need to know what they've got. They don't want to get plastic mixed with metals, mixed with glass, mixed with crisp packets. They just want plastic. And ideally, if they can get plastic sorted into the different material types as well, that's even better. There definitely needs to be standardisation. People move around now, they don't stay in the same house for longer than probably 10 years at a time, and they get used to a specific system. I used to live in Hertfordshire and we had 5 bins. I've moved to Scotland, we've got a food waste bin only. My landlord doesn't subscribe to recycling and the local authority haven't pushed it, so I don't recycle anything up there, not glass, metals, plastics, because I don't have the option. So the packaging industry at large, packaging is only going to grow as consumer demand increases. Even in the countries that are less developed now, like India, for example, the people there are getting wealthier, and as they get wealthier, they want more consumer goods, and consumer goods by default practically means plastic packaging. And the infrastructure in a lot of countries doesn't exist. But there are other countries where packaging waste is seen as a valuable commodity. And if you go to somewhere like Brazil, you'll see people on landfill sites rummaging around to collect plastic so they can sell them. It's at the point where it's almost optimised from a single material perspective, but I think there are still opportunities for using new materials. There's lots of plant-based materials coming on stream now, using bamboo and things like that to create plastic, and they'll need to do it because oil is not a finite resource anymore, and most plastics are polymer-based, so they have to move into something different. But I think the demand is still going to increase. Because people are used to it. It's convenient, it's lightweight. You know, somebody said to me, would you rather drop a bottle of milk in glass on your toe or a bottle of milk in plastic on your toe?